Now I am going to explain program number 11, pointers. So here we should include some of the header files, input output function. For input output function and for some mathematical operations we should include this math.h. Okay, then main of function. Inside the main of function we are declaring variables ARR of 100 to store up to 100 floating point numbers, and variables, some variables like sum is equal to 0 and sum1 is equal to 0, and we have mean, var and sd and diff. Okay, to store some of the squared differences, mean, variance, standard deviation and all. Okay, after that we have float star ptr. Here what happens, we are declaring this is the pointer variable. Okay, as we know, okay, it's a pointer variable. Pointer will points to the pointer variable, will points to the memory location of other variable. Okay, another variable. So here int n comma I. Okay, int n comma I, some of the extra variables. So in this, enter the value of n. We are taking the value of n as a user input, %d comma and n. So let us assume n is equal to 5. Now user will provide input 5, which means we have to enter up to 5 numbers. So printf, enter the array element. So one after other we have to enter. For I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, scanf, %f, comma and arr I. Okay. Here the logic starts. For example, ptr is equal to arr, right? It means initializing pointer variable. Initializing pointer variable. Here what happens? Pointer variable, this pointer will points to the first location or first memory address of the array. For example, let's see this. Let us assume this is our memory. Now we are storing 5 locations here. Okay, consider this is 1000. This is 1001. Okay, these are the memory addresses. 1002, 1003, 1004. So now we are going to store some values inside the array 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this PTR will point to the first location of the array. See this one, first memory address. For example, now PTR becomes 1000. Okay, PTR is 1000 now. After that, we have for I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. Sum is equal to sum plus into PTR plus I. This is like some of all the elements in the array. For example, now I is equal to 0. Okay. So what happens here? I is equal to 0, right? Then we have I less than n. It is true. So it goes inside the loop. So sum is equal to, as we initialized before, it is 0, still 0. So sum plus sum is 0. So this one, pointer. Okay, let's take this one. Pointer is 1000, right? 1000 plus I is 0. So 1000 0. For 0 plus into, so 1000 plus 0 is 1000. So this shows content of 1000. Star 1000. Star of 1000 shows the content of 1000. Okay. What is the content of 1000? We have the content of 1000 is 1. Right? So this becomes 1. So what happens here? 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. So now what happens? Sum is equal to 1. Okay. So we can draw here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1000, 1001, 1002, 1004, 1005. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's go to the next thing. Now I is incremented, I plus plus, which means I is equal to 1. Right? We have sum is equal to 1. So let's take this. Sum is 1. 1 plus into PTR plus 1. Right? 1 plus into PTR is 1000 as we initialized before, and 1 is 1. So 1 plus into 1001. So this shows the content of 1001. What is the content? 2. So it becomes 1 plus 2 is now 3. Okay. So let's go to the next one. Now I plus plus, after that I is incremented. Now I is equal to what? 2. Right. I is equal to 2. So 1 plus star. This is the logic. This is the formula which is available in program. Okay. PTR plus I. Right. So 1 plus, no, not 1. Here 3. Okay, 3. Sum is now 3, right? So 3. So PTR is 1000. 1000. Now I is 2. Right? So 3 plus, what is 1000? 1002. This is 1002. So in the place of 1002 we have 3. So 3 plus 3 is 6. Now what? Sum is equal to 6. Right. Now I plus plus. I is incremented. Now I is equal to what? I is equal to 3. Okay. So now again we have to calculate. So I is equal to 3. Now sum is 6. 6 plus pointer is 1000, right? 1000 plus I is 3. So what happens here? 1003. 6 plus 1003 is, in the place of 1003 we have what? We have in the place of 1003 we have 4. Right? So 6 plus 4 is 10. Okay. Now I plus plus, I is equal to 4. So let's take I is equal to 4. Now this one is, sum is 10. 10 plus 1000. PTR is 1000 and I is 4. In the place of 1004 we have 5. Okay. Okay. 10 plus 5. 15. Yeah. Now we got the value of sum. Sum is equal to 15. So we got sum. Now next we want mean, right? Mean formula is, mean is equal to sum by n. So here what happens? Sum is equal to 15, right? So 15 by 5. So 3.0. Right? We get 3.0 here, or 3. So the next logic, for I is equal to 0, again the iteration I less than n, I plus plus, right? So next what happens? So we have to calculate the difference first. So difference is equal to star PTR plus I. The same thing. This is the content. Okay. Mean minus mean. Then we have to calculate the sum. After that, sum 1 is equal to sum 1 plus the power of difference. This one difference comma 2. So power of 2. Okay, how to calculate this one? So there are so many methods. So we can here use one easy method. So first we have to calculate the difference. Difference 1. So I is equal to what? I is equal to 0 now. So different one, different in that we have the content PTR plus I. What is PTR plus I? Content is 0th, right? Okay. Star PTR is 1000 plus I means what? I means it's 0. Now minus mean is 3.0, right? So this one content of 1000, as we declared earlier, the content of 1000 is 1. So 1 minus 3.0. Let's take this as 1.0, or we can take 3.0 or only 3 as well. So here we get minus 2.0 or 2. Okay. So what we get? 1.0 minus 3.0, we get minus 2.0, right? So we have to square that. Square of square. Okay, minus 2.0 square root is 4.0 after the square. Minus 2.0 of square. Okay, then the difference 2. For the difference 2, I will be incremented to 1, right? I is incremented to 1. So the value of 1001 is 2.0 or 2 minus what? Minus 3.0. It's a mean, right? So we get minus 1.0. So square root of minus 1.0 is 1.0, right? Then I is incremented to 2. So the content of what? 1002 is 3.0 minus 3.0, we get 0.0. So square root of that one is 0.0 again. So next I is incremented to 3, right? So if I is incremented to 3, 1003 place we have what? 1003 place we have 4.4, right? 4.0 minus 3.0, we get 1.0, right? So we get 1.0 here. Square root of what? 1.0 square root of it's 1.0 only. Then after that I is equal to 4. Yes, I is less than 5 as well. So after that we get what? 1004th place we have 5.0. 5.0 what we get? Minus 3.0. 3.0 is a variance and 5.0 is a content of that, and we get what? 2.0, right? And square root of that one is 4.0. So here what happens? This one is a content. So we have this formula star PTR plus I, right? So we have star PTR means 1000, right? We have initiated 1000, initialized as 1000 as for PTR, and plus I means it increments in each iteration. Sometime first one 1, which means 1000 to 1 position. The content of 1001 minus 3.0, it's a variation, it's a variance, sorry, it's a mean. mean value, and this is the content of 1001 or 1002, 1003 goes on. Okay, so after that we can calculate like this. So see, the last sum 1 can be calculated like 4.0, 1.0, all the values of difference, 1.0, 0.0, this one 1.0 plus 4.0 is 10.0 we get, right? In this, after this, the last calculation variance we have. So variance can be calculated as var is equal to sum 1 divided by n. Right. So we got sum 1. Sum 1 is 10.0 divided by 5. So 10.0 divided by 5 is 2.0 we got. Right. Then standard deviation. So for standard deviation we have the formula square root of variance. Okay. What is the square root? Square root of, this is a math library function. Okay. Square root of variance is 2.0. So we will get 1.414. Okay. That's it.